Man, look at that. That's the face of a winner. That's the face of passion and focus, determination, willpower, drive. Luka legend, Lakers Luka. Lakers beat the Nuggets 123 to 100 points tonight. Just got done watching the game. My first thoughts on the game before I get into the numbers. Luka was amazing, of course. If you watch the game, he scored 16 points in the first quarter. He's hitting step back threes on dudes. He's talking shit to dudes. It's fun to watch. Luka was looking great out there. I think he probably had three assists and 3 rebounds as well in the first quarter, something like that. But he for sure had the 16 points. He was for sure cooking dudes with step back threes and just having fun and looking like himself out there. So yeah, Luka wrecked it in the first. LeBron looked great as well. We'll get into his numbers also, but LeBron and Luka were actually clicking. I said in a previous video, comment below if you agree with me, but I think the way the Lakers would work out the best is for Luka to have the ball as the primary ball handler. Everything's running through Luka for the most part, except of course when he's not on the floor and LeBron is. Of course, things will run through LeBron then, but have LeBron play off ball. And that's what they were doing this game. Luka had a nasty lob to LeBron for a two-hand dunk. I think he had 2 full court passes to LeBron for dunks as well. He had another play where Luka's on the right wing. He's dribbling. He throws a skip pass across the full court to LeBron in the corner. LeBron catches it. The defender's closing out really hard on him, and LeBron just drives baseline for a dunk. So LeBron and Luka's chemistry looked really, really good. So that's good to see. Um, Nikola Jokic, he had a triple double, but it just shows how great he is. You could say he was shut down. I mean, I would say he was shut down basically. He only had 7 field goal attempts, and the Lakers were playing super, super physical with him. They were playing the best defense I've probably seen in my whole life against Jokic. To be honest with you, their scheme was pretty much perfect to slow down Jokic. It was kind of like a zone they were playing. It was a weird type of zone, but basically wherever Jokic would go, they were pretty much double teaming him the whole time. There would be 2, 3 bodies on him. Say he comes across the paint. LeBron's fronting him over here. Then he comes across, and then he bumps into Hachimura, and Hachimura bumps him. Then he comes down a little more, and he's getting bumped by Jackson Hayes or whoever it was. They were just bumping him, just being really physical with Jokic, and it honestly bothered him. He only took seven field goal attempts the entire game, so just an off game for Jokic, I guess. He had a triple double, but for a guy like, you can't really compare Jokic to Kobe or like Kevin Durant, but Jokic will probably be a top 10 player all time by the time his career is done. But with defense like this, if someone like Kobe, Kevin Durant, even LeBron were getting defended like that, they're just gonna get into their dribble package and just start kind of jacking up shots basically, and they're gonna take more than 7 field goal attempts. So that'd be my one knock on Jokic's game. I wish he would have taken more than 7 field goal attempts. But the reason was the Lakers' defense was just so nasty on him. They were all over, super physical on Jokic, and he couldn't even find areas to get his shots off. But again, he still had the triple double, so he still had a good game by any other player standards. But for Jokic, if you watch the game, comment below if you agree with me. But I don't think it's unfair to say he was shut down offensively, at least scoring wise, because he did have the double-digit assists. But yeah, it's the face of a winner right here. We'll get to the numbers real quick as well. I'm at a big 27 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 30 by the end of the day. So please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. First things first, though, we'll get to the box score. But the most telling thing in the game, if you watch the game, you can pretty much guess how this is going to look. But yeah, the only 2 things you really have to look at are going to be the total turnovers. 9 turnovers for Los Angeles and 22 turnovers for Denver. So you can guess how this is going to look. Points off turnovers, 11. Or points conceded, only 11 points conceded off of turnovers. So 11 points off turnovers for Denver, where Los Angeles had 39 points off of the 22 Nuggets turnovers. And that was really the story of the game. Lakers really won off of their defense. Again, they were just all over Jokic, playing really physical. I think Jokic had at least 5 or 6 turnovers. We'll check it out in a second, but yeah, just being so physical, making Jokic uncomfortable. Denver, of course, 22 turnovers. They're turning the ball over like crazy. Lakers don't even have double digit turnovers as a team, so that's really impressive. And then you get down as well right here. Yeah, Lakers 33 points on the fast break. Denver only had 9. And I mean, I don't know exactly how they define fast break points in the NBA. I don't know if they can you get fast break points off a made bucket? Would they count it into this stat? I'm not sure, but if you watch the game, you know what I mean. Denver was having made buckets, and Los Angeles was getting fast break points off of made baskets. There was one point in the fourth quarter where someone made a basket on Denver. I forgot who it was, but Lucas bringing the ball up, he passes it to LeBron pretty much right at half court. LeBron's kind of on a casual jog. It was not Michael Porter Jr. It was Aaron Gordon. He's pointing and saying, "Oh, you got LeBron to someone," and that person's pointing and saying, "Oh, this person has LeBron," and they're just miscommunicating. LeBron's already driving into the paint. Jokic's back is turned, and Jokic turns around. And he's like, "Oh shit, there's LeBron," and LeBron gets fouled and gets free throws. But that was happening all throughout the game. There were so many instances where Denver was getting, or rather LA was getting actual fast breaks off of the turnovers, missed baskets. But even off of made baskets, Denver was just jogging back on defense and just not playing with the energy the Lakers played with. The Lakers came out and played like it was a playoff game. Going into watching the game, I figured it was going to be pretty much playoff level intensity because they're jockeying for position at this point in the season. And it was playoff level intensity for the Lakers, and the Nuggets just didn't come out with the preparation or the intensity Los Angeles came out with. And then Los Angeles just had a great plan defensively on Nikola Jokic, and their defense worked really well on Jokic. Check out the box score. Another quick comment, just off topic, maybe out of bounds for some people. Let me know if you agree, but I can't take JJ Redick serious as a head coach. I just see him on the sideline. He looks like a frat boy dude, which I mean, I don't know. I guess that doesn't really matter, but I just see JJ Redick's face, and I just picture him drinking red wine with LeBron on their podcast. I don't know if they still have that podcast. I don't think so now. That would be weird. But that's all I see is just them sipping $5,000 bottles of wine on the podcast, and then there was a point at the end of the game. JJ's all smiles throughout the game, and LeBron goes up to JJ and he does like a fake, airboxing uppercut, and JJ's like, "Oh, stop messing around, coach. Don't hit me like that, general manager LeBron." But yeah, LeBron's the head coach. I just can't take JJ Redick seriously as a head coach. But back to the basketball though. If the Lakers played like they played tonight, they'd probably beat any team in the NBA except for maybe OKC. OKC or Boston, still could have beat them even with Los Angeles playing like this, but it would have been tough even for those teams. But yeah, I mean, Hachimura, LeBron, Doncic, and Austin Reeves, they all scored over 20 points. I mean, what's that? 25 plus the 21, so that's 46 plus another 23. So that's 69 points plus another 32. So what's that? It's 101, 101 points between 4 players. So if you can get 101 points between 4 players, you're probably going to win a lot of nights. And it wasn't like it was inefficient. Luka was the most inefficient player out of these guys, and it just doesn't really matter. Luka had a great game. 10 for 22, it's not efficient. 22 points for 22 shots for 32 points. I mean, not bad in my opinion. But 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. He was playing the passing lanes really well. He's plus 20. I feel like plus minus is kind of weird, but it can be a telling stat. And Luka had the highest plus minus behind Dorian Finney-Smith. And Dorian Finney-Smith got the 27 minutes. He only had 3 points. That's why I say plus minus can be weird. Some nights you're just in there when the run happens. The run for your team or against your team, and then you have a really good or a really bad plus minus. Like I said, Dorian Smith is the plus 21, but he was 1 for 5 from the field. he's solid on defense, but just off topic, I think plus minus is weird. Anyway, Luke had his best game as a Laker, 32 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, the 4 steals. He was just great out there. He looks really confident. ESPN, every other topic. I think this is his 5th game as a Laker so far, but everyone's they're probably not actually freaking out, but they're saying, "Oh, Luka, will he ever get over this? Will he ever be himself again? This and that." The Mavericks have destroyed his confidence, and I was never worried about Luka. I always knew that he was going to get his confidence back. I wasn't sure how long it would take, but seems to be right back to being himself, and it looks like he's just going to be Luka Doncic going forward. It's just going to be him playing himself back into shape. I don't think he's in horrible shape. I did see a Denver fan. It's like a 65-year-old man. It was hilarious. He's in one of the front rows, and he has his camera out, his phone, so he's recording obviously. And I just hear him say, "Shut up, fat boy!" Like you can see him mouth it to Luka, "Shut up, fat boy!" And he's holding up his phone and recording, so we know he's trying to get a reaction out of Luka. I just think it's so hilarious for a 65-year-old dude to be filming what is Luka, 25, and calling him a fat boy to try to get a reaction to post on social media or I don't know, show his family. I thought that was so funny, but yeah, Luka has to play himself back into shape. He's not in playoff shape. I think we can agree with that. But he looked good tonight. He wasn't huffing and puffing. He had been a bit out of breath these past few games. I didn't see that at all tonight, and he was just cooking boys with step back threes. Austin Reeves looked great again. 23 points and 7 assists. Only 2 turnovers. 7 for 13. 4 for 7 from 3. I mentioned in a previous video, if Austin Reeves is going to be your second option, you're not going very far. But with him as a third option, LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves as a third option, you have a good three-headed snake there. I don't see the Lakers making it out of the second round. I feel like that's their best case scenario, in my opinion, to be honest. Let me know what you think below. But regardless of this game, I don't think the Lakers can beat Denver in a playoff series. I don't think they can beat OKC in a playoff series. I don't think they can beat Memphis in a playoff series. Comment below what you think if you disagree with me, but you know, just like I said, this game you have 100 points between 4 guys, and their defense is just locked down. So if you have 100 points between 4 of your players, and you hold the other team to only 100 points as well, you're gonna win that game 90% of the time. Not to take anything away from the Lakers, they just played great defense. They locked down Nikola Jokic for the most part, and they were just great. But I feel like in a playoff series, if this was game 1, Nuggets come out and win game 2, they make the adjustments they need to make. But yeah, all credit to the Lakers. They played great. They deserved to win the game. They were just the like I said, they came out with more intensity. They came out with the playoff mindset where Denver just came out like it was a regular season game. LeBron was great, 25 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 5 assists, 9 boards. He's 11 for 19. Luka had the 7 assists. But like I was saying, Luka was if Luka and LeBron were on the court at the same time, LeBron was just playing off ball pretty much the whole time unless Luka deferred to him. And that's the way the Lakers are going to be at their best. Of course, when Luka's not on the court, LeBron's running everything through him. But when they're both on the court, LeBron plays off ball. Luka had the nasty alley-oop to LeBron. He was throwing cross-court passes to LeBron. So, Luka's running the screen and roll, pick and pop over here, and there's 3 guys over here on this side of the court. All eyes on Luka. Then he throws a cross-court pass to LeBron in the corner. So now LeBron catches the ball. There's 3 guys on this side of the court, so LeBron has a one-on-one with this guy in the corner, and he got a blow-by dunk on one of those catches. He got an open 3 that he missed on another one of those cross-court passes by Luka. So Luka's just making it easier for LeBron. You really saw it this game, how well LeBron was playing off of Luka. If it's the other way around, Luka trying to play off LeBron, it's not going to look as good as it looks with LeBron playing off Luka. So that's what they've been trying to do those past 3 or 4 games since Luka got there. But now, Luka's starting to feel comfortable again, just starting to, feel at home in Los Angeles, I guess. He's still processing the trade, I'm sure, but looked good on the basketball court. he had like 2 air balls in the first quarter. I think LeBron had an air ball as well. There was like 4 air balls in the first 3 quarters. Just a random thing I noticed. There was a good amount of air balls out there. Rui Hachimura had 21 points, 7 for 12, 4 for 9 from three, 4 assists. Played great defense. He was another one of the guys being really physical with Jokic. Him and LeBron. Luka played solid defense as well. You know, they just all sat in their chair and they were playing good defense as a team. Great defense, to be honest. But again, Denver only scores 100. Hachimura, LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves put up 100 with just those four. So if you can do that any night, you're gonna beat most teams if you can do that. If you look across the starting lineup for Denver, it doesn't look bad. 24 points for Gordon, 13 for Porter, 12 for Jokic, 19 for Murray, 10 for Brown. Then you get into their efficiencies, and it just was just a bad game all around for Denver. We'll start with Jokic. He did have the 6 turnovers, so that's really bad by his standards. 12 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds, 1 steal, and that's Jokic's stats in the game where he got locked down. The only reason I would say he got locked down is he only took 7 shots. He's usually going to take at least 15, maybe 20 shots. At least 15 though, for Jokic. But he takes half of that. He only takes 7 shots. And if you watch the game, Lakers just locked him up, honestly. There was never a time where he didn't have at least 2 bodies on him. It was usually 3 guys swarmed around him at most times. Just one guy fronting him, so you can't get the pass there. Then it was just backside help all game. He could never get comfortable. He could never get to his spots or get easy looks. So yeah, only 7 shots. That's the only thing I'd be disappointed in for Jokic was him not getting up more shot attempts. But again, like I said before, my weird comparison with Jokic and Kobe and Kevin Durant, can't really compare those guys. But I'm just saying Jokic doesn't so much have that one-on-one perimeter bag where he can just get to his spots and get his shots up no matter what, because it was like Kevin Durant, Kobe, even LeBron. Like these days, they have such a perimeter style game. They can kind of get to their spots even if they're getting double teamed like this and still get their shots up. Yeah, they did a really, really good job on Jokic. He couldn't get to his spots. It's not like he's like quicker, more athletic than guys where he can just blow by and get easy backdoor cuts and stuff. Just a good game plan by JJ Redick. Again, I said it's hard for me to take him serious as a coach, but whether you give him 100% credit for the game plan or if you give LeBron some credit, just a great game plan defensively by the Lakers. 9 for 15 for Aaron Gordon. He had 24 points. He was one of the few bright spots for the Nuggets. The Lakers' strategy was just let Aaron Gordon and Russell Westbrook, everyone else except for Jokic, just shoot threes and kind of do whatever they want. It was like the Spurs strategy against LeBron in the 2007 finals, where it's just like, let anyone beat us besides LeBron. So that was the strategy by the Lakers, make anyone except Jokic beat us. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. only had 13 points on 14 shots. Jamal Murray, he wasn't as aggressive as you'd like to see. They were playing great defense on him as well, and he just couldn't get comfortable, couldn't get to his spots either. But he had 19 points, 6 assists, 5 turnovers as well. So again, he was uncomfortable. People could not get entry passes into Jokic or get him in any of his spots on the floor. Christian Brown, 3 for 7, 10 points. Played really good defense. He plays with great energy all the time. Russell Westbrook, 7 for 17 from the field, 17 shots for 17 points, 4 rebounds. I'm not mad at Russell Westbrook, but he played right into the Lakers' strategy. That's exactly what they wanted to happen. This was exactly what the Lakers wanted to happen. Like I said before, comment below if you disagree with me. I don't think the Lakers would beat the Nuggets in the playoff series. It might take them to 6 games, maybe even 7 games. Who knows? But I don't think they would beat the Nuggets. The reason why is I think the Nuggets would make the adjustments they need to, and I think the Nuggets are just a better team still, regardless of what happens in tonight's game. Like I said before, if this was game 1 of a playoff series, they would just look and see, hey, Jokic only had 7 shots. I see what the Lakers are doing. They're just trying to swarm Jokic and get the ball out of his hands. And, Denver would see, we played right into the Lakers' game plan tonight. If they were looking back at this performance, So if you check it out, this is exactly what the Lakers wanted. Aaron Gordon took 15 shots. Michael Porter Jr. took 14 shots, which isn't really more than he normally takes. But Jamal Murray took 13 shots, which isn't really more than he normally takes either. But this is what they wanted: 15 for Gordon and 17 field goal attempts for Russell Westbrook. So that's already 32 field goal attempts between Westbrook and Aaron Gordon, where Jokic only got 7 field goal attempts the whole game. So again, like I said, it was like the Spurs 2007 strategy against LeBron. Just swarm him. Don't let him get any easy shots. Don't let him get any easy touches, and make everyone else around him beat you. And like you see, 15 shots, 14 shots for Porter, 13 shots for Jamal, 17 shots for Russell Westbrook. Westbrook really played into what they wanted. I know Denver just wants Russ to be aggressive and just take his shots, and they don't mind it. But I feel Denver will adjust to this if they meet the Lakers in the playoffs, or I don't know if they play later in this season. They probably do one more time, but I feel like they would adjust to this. I feel like next time these guys play, Jokic is definitely going to get 16 plus field goal attempts. They're going to find ways to get him in the post and get him in better spots. But all credit to the Lakers. They won this game, I would say, just about solely based on defense, and then give a lot of the credit to Luka because he had 16 points in the first quarter. I think he had like 3 assists and 3 rebounds as well. So he was getting his teammates involved. He had the 7 assists, so it's not a crazy amount of assists, but people were missing shots that should have been assists for Luka. It wasn't happening a lot. But if you watch Luka play, just the quality of shots he gets his teammates. Some guys get assists, and then some guys, it's hard to explain. If you watch Luka, you know what I mean. He just gets guys super, super open looks, similar to LeBron. He just creates so much gravity. He gets guys just so wide open. So between his 16 points, his facilitating, that on fire first quarter for Luka set the tone, and then the Lakers defense just carried him through the game, just getting so many points off turnovers. And then they were just on fire offensively all game. But yeah, please comment below what you think about the Lakers' performance, what you think Luka looked like. Of course, he looked great. I wasn't worried about him, getting his swagger back. It's obviously back by now. Also, how you think the Luka-LeBron James duo looks? I don't think they're a good combination still. I think their skills are redundant, to be honest, but they're just such great players. They're going to make it work at some level. And on nights where they're making it work, you see how scary they look. They will be scary to run into in the playoffs, but again, I don't think they would beat Denver, Memphis Grizzlies, or OKC in a playoff series. So I think the best case scenario for Lakers is getting knocked out in the second round. But please comment below what you think about Lakers' performance, their playoff hopes, how you think Denver looked. Again, I think it was just not just an off night for Joker. It was an off night, but he was off because of the defense of LA. I give the Lakers defense all the credit, but again, I think Denver would make adjustments in the playoffs, make adjustments for the next game the Lakers play, and I just don't think LA could beat them in a playoff series. But again, please let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. We'll see y'all next time.